In this video, we are going to talk about how you can leverage Google Stitch to create prototypes for your apps, for your website, and how you can create wireframes using prompts only. And this is way ahead tool, like the new features that has been launched in this latest tool in this version, which is currently there, are phenomenal, where they have included a lot of stuff which is going to blow your mind that, okay, these are the possibilities which are there. To teach you how you can use Google Stitch for yourself, stick to this video. In this video, we are going to create a prototype for an app which is going to be used, or which is in line with Visibility Ventures, the agency which I own, and the app will be helpful for the local shops and anyone who wants reviews on their website. This is the app which is going to be useful for them. And I have done a brainstorming session with Claude before arriving at this particular idea. I use Claude heavily for different purposes, for brainstorming, for coding and whatnot. Now let's get started with this. What are all the features available? I'll just walk you through the whole stuff, and then we will first cover the idea, then we'll cover the particular setup where you have different features, and then we'll go one by one in those features and understand how you can create the prototypes. And then in the next part of the series, the next video, we are going to launch that app or create that app. So let's stick to this video and get started with this. First, let's talk about the idea. So I discussed with the Claude that on what topic I should create an app, and since Claude knows a lot about my businesses, what I do and what are the things I am working on, it has given me different ideas that you can work on these apps. Now I chose to create an app or prototype of an app on Google reviews. So most of the businesses have a problem where they need someone to ask for reviews, right? You see few of the businesses have 3,000, 4,000, 10,000, 16,000 or so many reviews out there, right? There are some places which are very popular and people give reviews because even Google gave them a reminder that review the place where you visited it. That was one of the way where Google is engaging on their own front. But if as a business owner you want to get positive reviews, you need someone to ask them for the review. So this app is going to solve one of that problem. Another problem which businesses face is once someone replies to your or give a review, it might be positive or negative or neutral, you need to be there to reply to that person, right? Whatever went right, you should thank you that person. Whatever went wrong, you need to say that we are sorry for that, we ready to refund or whatever. In that case, there should be a review management software. There are many apps out there in the market, and I feel this is a lot aligned with my own business. So I think I should launch this app, and that's why I'm going to play around this and create an app or prototype right in front of you for this. I have not built anything previously, which I'm going to just show it to you. I'm going to do it step by step with you, and I know a lot of features in this, and there are a few features which I will be exploring first time with you also. So let's stick to this. I discussed the whole thing. I asked Claude to create three things. One is the whole vision. It has given a name to it, which is reply. We can give some other name, but okay, for the whole purpose or for the video, we are going to call this app as Review Reply or ReviewBot. Let's call it ReviewBot. Now I asked it to create the full detailed product vision. Now it defines the whole problem here. They don't respond to reviews, they don't ask for reviews, they can't afford reputation management software. So again, it has created a table over here which talks about how costly these tools are. Birdeye, Podium, Nice Job, GatherUp, they cost a lot to this. And if you launch someone, you can play around the pricing part where you are giving just for $10, right? The exact thing which Freshworks has done or Zoho has done. They are providing the critical features of Salesforce or any other CRM out there in the market or ERP in the market in 1/10 of the cost, and this is what Freshworks also did, and they disrupted the whole market just based on the pricing. People don't need clunky or featureful software. They need minimum features which can solve their maximum problems. So that is the whole thing which this document also talk about. We are just solving these three things. Then you have the solution, workflow, the AI review response, MVP. Now it knows that I'm going to create 2 or 3 videos. So also it has mentioned that you can talk about how you can launch the app in the second video. Then the workflow, review request, who are the target users. So the target users are great driver contractor, fencing companies, and all this US based or developed countries where people need this kind of softwares to run the business, right? Then the second is service based with small business, med spas, saloons, all of these are there. Then tertiary agencies managing multiple clients. So there are companies who manage multiple clients or multiple Google business review or multiple Google business profiles for companies, where they suppose a restaurant is a multi-chain restaurant is there and they have 10-15 different Google My Business profiles. Then people or the companies hire some agencies to manage all of them. They provide different options or different facilities. They do local SEO, they do optimization in terms of photos, they reply to the reviews. If agencies like me who can help clients with this type of software, it's a great addition to them. So I can also target them, or these are also my target user. So it is the tertiary, not the immediate target user. This is not right now we are building for them. So that's why it is mentioned tertiary. And then it is talking about the key screens, 3 screens onboarding. Then you have the home screen review feed. Then you have review detail plus AI response, request review screen. Then you have dashboards and stats and settings. And these are some 3-4 screens which could be there. Then monetization is there. And then the competitive landscape I've already talked about. The tech stack for video too. So we are not going to talk about that, and the video series and all of these things. Now coming to the design MD, how you want the app to build, what are all the colors which will be there. So there is something called as design MD. I'm just going to show you where you can upload that and how it can help you to create or give an impression to Google Stitch that, okay, you want a particular app or a website in this color theme. All right. So this is what it has created. So font weight, which font family and whatnot, right? You can definitely give it some example if you are not okay with this. For now, I'm okay with this. So I'm just going to give the whole thing to it. Now overview also it is there, visual theme is there, the atmosphere, color, usage and everything, typography, layout, spacing, component features, review card feed, tone selector chips, primary button, stat cards and whatnot, everything is there. It's a huge design.md. Then I also got the prompts that I should give it to it, right? How to use this file? First import the design MD, I will do that. Then paste each screen prompt below into Stitch one time at a time, one prompt at a time. So Stitch, Google Stitch, or any, for that matter, any other coding tool also, right? Cursor or Claude or anything which you are working on, you need to iterate. You cannot give that do all these 5 things in one go. All right, if you are doing 10 different changes or 5 different changes which are like small things, then you need to iterate that, and that gives you better control, or the quality of output becomes better over there. So that's what it is saying, that don't give all the prompts in one go, you need to do it one by one. After generating each screen, connect them using Stitch interactive prototyping hotspots, right? So we will do that. The prompts are ordered in the natural user flow, so they are one by one, we need to give it to them. Now let's get started with the Google Stitch. So this is how it looks. I've tinkered around different projects or things I've created for my website, and it has the other dashboard also. You can have inspiration also, you can remix them, you can use them, and you can play around with them. Now let's get started. It has 2 options over here. You have app and you have web. So we'll select app for now because we are going to create app right now. Then you have the use design MD. So if you click on this, you get to, you can click on design.md and you can give the details over. So click on start with your design. Then you have you can paste the whole thing from that MD file, which is this one. Copy this and just paste it over here. So I pasted everything over, or you can upload also. If you need logos and fonts or images, you can also upload that thing, right? Then if you are having some public Git repo which you want to, replicate, you can give the repo here and it will do that job. Or if you have some website which you want to copy, you can give that also. It will take inspiration from that. If you have some additional instruction, you can give it over here. We'll just click on continue for now, and that's it. Create a design system using the design.md. Now I will just pick up the first prompt. I'll copy this thing and we will use the thinking with the advanced version, and let me give it this whole thing. Let's see what it creates. Okay, so it has created the design.md and the file is there. All right, and then it will also create the first screen which we told it to create. You can use this and you have the whole, you can basically read the whole thing, right? So it is basically whatever was there, it is just there. The design MD which we copy pasted is only there. Now it has the palette here, the primary color, the secondary color, the tertiary, the neutral, the headline, body and everything, all the icons and how it is going to look like there. Now it is creating the first screen for us. So it has, I think, created the whole thing, the first screen. Then the onboarding is there. Then you have the second one, the C. So you can make the next screen when you click on X. Just look at it, like how beautiful it is, creating the animation and everything. It definitely, add a lot of value over there. Now it is going to give us some smart prompts itself. For example, if I choose this, new screen is, and sometimes it gives the what you want to, create over here, but it's okay. I think it is not there right now. And yeah, you have the first screen, the second screen is there. Then let's go to the third screen. So it is using this design.md which is there, and it is using, so the whole thing which is it is going to create, the consistency will be there. It is not going to create some other stuff, or there will be grounding of the elements over there. All the elements will be consistent with each other. Now it has created the, till then I will copy the fourth one. It's created the fourth screen also. So I have created all the 9 to 10 different screens of the prompts which Claude has given me. All of them are present right now, and you can see over here that all of them has been created by Google Stitch. Now we will create or connect the screens with each other. That when we click on a certain screen or a button, then where it leads or what should open, right? That type of connection should be there. So to do that, I will go over here, and there is no sign up or sign in button on this welcome screen. So we'll ask you to create another version of it. So I'll just select this, and we need to have sign up and sign in button on this. So it will create another version of the same thing. So it will not zoom out on or zoom in. If you select this one, you need to select this one to create it, right? And it has created the two buttons over here. Now you need to have connect your Google business, right? So once we sign in, then it will go on this one, and then once that is done, then you need to do this. So let's connect this button. Let's select this one and mark. Okay, I have selected this. Then I want to instant prototype. Let's see what that do. Okay, now we click on this one, add a screen, add existing screen. Then you have okay, so you need to have this screen, then connect to Google. I will do this later. Okay, once you click on this, then it will go to the Google screen, so you cannot have it over here. If you click on this screen at this button, then it goes to another screen which is already there, which is this one. Then if you hold that, I'm connecting the screens. Okay, that's nice. start managing the whole thing. Okay, you have start managing the reviews, then add a screen. What happens after that? Then you have another screen, which is this one. You have all the reviews over here. Then you have another screen, which is, if you select up, let's say James Morrison, then it opens up the AI generated response, and you can post directly to Google or copy the response, or you can modify the response and whatnot. Then you have another existing screen, which is another review, which is 2 out of 5, which is not good. So the mode of the response changes to empathetic. Robert, thank you for your honest feedback. You are right that communication should is there. Then if you don't want that, if it is done, then you can request the review. That's another feature. So this is send SMS or WhatsApp, that is there. That's it. Then you have add another screen. You have stats. You can, this is the dashboard, and over there only stats. And if you have the settings, you have all this stuffs, right? Google account, notification, subscription, default tone, and whatnot. Then add screen. You have the side screen where, again, if you want to. So I'm not going to go with this one, although I created it. Sure how to remove this. Add a screen, and then you don't have anything. So you can remove the screen. So I'm removing it. Not sure why it is not looking that great, or so we can edit this. It should follow the instructions laid down in design.md file. Let's see how it changes the whole thing. Open a new tab. You can create a QR code, and you can give it to your manager or your client to get the approval that this is how it looks, and they can have a look on that. Reviewing the welcome screen against the design.md specification ensure full alignment with your brand's visual language, including typography, spacing, and button treatments. And let's see what it comes up with. And then we'll click on preview. And you can even imagine a new screen over here, right? And it is connected. Select connected. I'm not sure this is connected. Okay. So let's click on this. Okay, it goes back. Click on the reviews, you are there. Request, you are on this. You click on dashboard, you are on this. You click settings, you're on this. Then you have the whole thing, right? You can even ask for how it should look like. So for example, click on this, nothing is there, right? So you need to change that. So imagine a new screen, and then let's see what it comes up with. Edit business profile information. Okay, build this screen. Let's see what it comes up with. So your whole app is getting built over here, right? I'll just pause this video till we wait for it to create the app or the screen. So it has created that particular edit thing. You can again click on imagine a new screen, and it will give me the option intelligently. Okay, this is how it should be, and it will create on its own. And it is also connecting the whole stuff, right? So you created different screens, and now you connected with this particular feature where you can just keep adding the screens, and it will intelligently connect all of them. That's the real power of AI, which gives a lot of maneuverability power to anyone who doesn't know all this latest tools or detailing or whatnot, right? You go from 0 to 1 easily, right? And you're not dependent on people. Add existing, no, I don't want to add it to. So it has added the animations also. Once that is done, public profile, preview mode, you can keep building different screens, and it will be very holistic in terms of the options available there, right? A full blown app can be built in one go, right? Live preview screen to show how business owners appears to the customer. View toggle, scroll with profile snapshots, and a share profile action button. Now it has created the whole app over here, which we connected the different screens, and that thing, the prototype is present over here in this one. You can simply select this thing and export it to Google AI Studio, Figma, MCP. You can connect the MCP with Cursor or Claude, and then it will go over there. You can export it as a zip, and it will be used in other projects or wherever you want to add it, maybe in Cursor or Claude, right? Code to clipboard and project brief and all of these things you can do from here. Now we will, okay, so we have already done this thing. Now I'll just show you a few of the options which are really powerful in terms of how you can play around with these things. So you have this variations. If I don't like this screen, I can just simply go on variations and create different variations of it. How many numbers of variations are required? You can click and select. You can have maximum 5 of this. Whether you want to just refine, you are exploring, or you want to reimagine the whole thing, right? Then you can how you want to have it. When you can also give the additional instructions which you have in your mind. All right, so let's say I want to show an image on this welcome screen. I want to change the color scheme also. I want to images, I want to play around the text font. I want to even change the text content. Now we'll create 2 for now and then generate the new variations of it and see how it creates it, right? So when we selected this, we had an instant prototype which we already done. Then the variation thing also, variation now, and it is creating the 2 variations over there, right? And just see how it is creating the whole stuff for us. It's really powerful. I'm blown away with the kind of it do the job really fast. And if you do it in one go, maybe you can do it in 30 minutes or even less than that, right? So you have the whole thing over here. I think it is done doing it, and we need to have sign up and sign in button. It will add those 2 buttons over here and it will be done, right? So you can add the image, you can add it later on, right? It will add the buttons. So it is asking me, would you like to apply the same updates to the dark and premium variant, or should we move on the sign up account creation step? So you just move on to, this is not what we wanted. I want to modify this, the thing, add sign in button in this. All right, this is really cool. Now it got the whole thing. You have the start button, you have the login button, and everything is. You can simply go to prototype and click on this new tab, and okay, you can click on this. This is not editable. Okay, once we click on open, we get this one. If I just change it to mobile and click on replace the screen with another one, and it shows me this one, and then I'll just add this and it looks much better. I think that's it. Yeah, so you have replaced screen and it is done. So the first screen, oops, this, okay, yeah, now it is at the top, and that's it. You can simply go back and it will do. So you are in the preview, start free trial, you are here, start managing reviews, and you are into the reviews. You have the request thing, you have the dashboard thing, you have the settings. That's it, right? It's working. So you can go back, and that's how you can regenerate the thing. You can think about the whole thing and it will get the job done for you. Now we'll move on to another. We'll just check how you can use the other features. So if I am on this one and I just select this particular thing and click on this, and you can have a predictive heat map. So let's choose another thing for another screen for this, because there we will have a better heat map, right? So I select this one, we have this one, click on predictive heat map and see what it generates. It will give us that where people will click and whether it is going to be user friendly or not and whatnot, right? So you don't need to, you can there is predictive modeling, right? Google already has the data. It knows that it has Google Play Store. Google's own that thing. It knows where people clicks and what happens, right? It can give that. Now it has given me, right? So what are the insights? What can be improved to better the screen, better ease of use? We need to take it to the limits, right? You ask open-ended question, it will go in deliberate and come up with the options of what it gives us, right? We need to go beyond what is given or prescribed in the things, because it knows more. It can do much more than what is being told on the videos or articles. Now it has given me optimized filter accessibility. The heat map shows significant activity on the needs reply filter. If the filters sit quite high on the screen, an improvement, we could bring the filter close to the natural thumb zone or introduce a smart sort that automatically floats reviews needing to reply, strengthen the visual cues for urgency. White improvement, I recommend making the needs reply badge more prominent, perhaps using solid fill or subtle improvements. And would you like me to implement the quick button on the review cards, or should we focus on refining the filter replacement? So you can just click on this and design the review screen. Okay, heat map generated. Okay, what happened? Where is that agent log? What can be improved? Implement the button on the review cards, the quick button on the review cards, and let's see what it do. This will allow business owners to jump straight into the AI generated response. All right, I have implemented the need reply button on the review feed for all the reviews that require attention. Okay, I can't see that needs reply. I implemented the quick reply button on the review feed for all the reviews that require attention. I can't see the quick reply button here. Where is it? We can ask, where is the quick reply button that you have created? And let's see. I'll check the review feed, and the quick reply button is located in the bottom right corner of reviews card marked needs reply badge. Okay, if that is so, let's do the predictive heat map again and let's see whether it improves or not. So it has not implemented. I think it is hallucinating. I'll just add that thing over here from the analysis, and it will add, I've selected that screen, and it will add the quick reply button over there, and let's wait for it to do that. So we'll create a predictive heat map for this screen and we'll see what it comes up with. There should be insight from this, which is missing currently, that what should I do with this heat map, right? We are not pro and we don't know what should we do with this. So let's ask it to create insight, a report that what should we do with this predictive heat map, and let's see what it comes up with. That's really nice. It has created the whole heat map analysis, action item, insight and request review. What should be there? You can read the whole thing here. We can copy this and paste. Visual hierarchy and engagement analysis, recommended improvements. Reduce friction in data entry observation. The name and phone number fields require manual typing, which is a significant friction point for a busy contractor. Action implement, select from contacts, optimize the WhatsApp primary action observation. The heat map shows heavy interest in both SMS and WhatsApp. In many regions, WhatsApp is the preferred channel for professional follow-ups. Dynamic button ordering, and if the user uses WhatsApp, we should make it comment primary button solid blue. Enhance the recent request feedback loop. Observations, the status badges reviewed pending are high interest areas. Users want to know if their request worked. Nudge for streamline the message preview. So all of these things are there which should be implemented or improved to make. So predictive heat map is important to create or make the better in prototyping itself. We should save a lot of time over here, right? So I'll just go back and select this screen and ask it to regenerate another screen based on the below recommendation, and it is, and that's it. Let's see what it creates, because that is the use of it. Now I feel that it should give me the buttons over here or somewhere, that these are the analysis which you have done and these are the action items, and click on this one of the action and we will create a new improved version of that screen, and that's how it becomes more useful. You can even give me that option in the pro version, but at least give me that option, right? That is where I think they will do this. So WhatsApp is there. It has changed the position of that thing. The message review has been changed. Okay, they have removed the edit message button. They made it editable only, right? Then the resend is there, and you have, that is nice. So these are two things which they've changed over here. You can even customer name, you can add it from your customer gallery. So someone, if it is there, so it has actually picked up the changes which we asked, and we can definitely give it over there and it will create it. So you can go back to the prototype and you can do that. There are many more options which are there. For example, if over here we can have the animate also, right? So if I click on animate, it will create the animated versions of those small things which are there. For example, the bars are there and all of small changes it will do. So let's see what it creates. So ideally you create all the screens, create the heat maps, then you again create the new screen, and then you create the prototype, right? So that you have the only versions, only screens which are valuable to you, you add them, right? So it is creating the dashboard, it is creating all those stuffs. So the animation is done. I've opened it in a new screen and I'll just refresh it for you and see when it loads. So that is the animation. This subtle effects help to up or amplify the whole user experience, and they feel more confident and engaged with the app, right? So these small things, but if you do it in one go, it will help you to create impactful app. So this is how you can play around the Stitch. It is very user friendly. You can export it to your tools which you like, and you can get the results which you wanted. That's it from this video, guys. Thank you for watching this. Subscribe to this channel and let me know if you want any other things which needs to be automated, or you want to learn about the AI or the new developments which are happening, anything which you feel I should cover. Thank you for watching this.